right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahshua, Hara Hakodash. Double honors to apostles, great millstone, and salutations to the elect, which you hope to be. Shabbat Hawaii from GMS Chicago. Got a quick little lesson for you Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and Israelites who better shame of looking like heathens, who spirit bear witness that they are a child of the Heavenly Father. And the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, who the world inly calls Jehovah God. And the name of the Heavenly Son is Yahweh Shai, who the world inly calls Jesus Christ, or Jesus Christos, or Yeshua, Yeshua, Yahweh. And pretty much this lesson is going into, beware of the cunning acts. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? The world is finna grow weaker. The world is finna get more and more eviler and whatnot and stuff. And that's going to be us. Where we're going to be placed in situations and stuff where we're going to have to apply the scriptures more and more, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, we're gonna have to be the supplanters that we are and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know what you might be supplanting yourself out of. You might be supplanting yourself out of death. You might be supplanting yourself out of a situation that can be very harmful and whatnot and agonizing. You know what I'm saying? Or it's just part of your path just to get through. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we ain't the only Jakes that's going to be doing it. It's going to be 2/3 of Israel who base their life on finessing and getting over and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to be doing that and stuff to the best of their ability because everybody's going to be in a state of survival mode. You know what I'm saying? So I want to start off with 2nd Esdras in the Apocrypha, chapter 14, verse 13. It says, "Now therefore set thy house in order." Set your house in order and stuff. Get yourself ready and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? We ain't building in this truth for nothing. You know what I'm saying? This is what we're gonna be using when it comes down to Jacob's trouble. In Jeremiah 30:7, it says, "For alas, that day is great, and it's not like it is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." You know what I'm saying? That when it says he shall be saved out of it, it's talking about the elect, the 144,000, which consists of 12,000 men, each of the 12 tribes of Israel, the government body, and the rest of the 1/3, which consists of men, women, and children who are Israelites and believe no matter how they look. You know what I'm saying? They're the ones that's going to lean upon this wisdom. Isaiah 33:6, it says, "Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability at thy times and strength for salvation. He that fear the Lord is his treasure." You know what I'm saying? So when it comes down to this wisdom, is what's going to help us be able to identify a problem, or identify if somebody's on some BS and whatnot and stuff, or they want something, or if it's a time where we can bargain and stuff in order for both sides to make ends meet and stuff, so things can be satisfied and stuff. Can it help you out with this, or can it help you out with that and stuff? This is what wisdom is gonna do, man. You know what I'm saying? But majority of our people and stuff, they're gonna lean upon wickedness. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes down to elect, we're gonna lean upon wisdom, man. And it's gonna be beneficial for us and stuff. And all we gotta do is apply it. So I'll read again. It's 2nd Esdras 14:13. It says, "Now therefore set thy house in order," and that's how you set your house in order. You know what I'm saying? According to Deuteronomy 6 chapter and stuff. You build up in this truth. You know what I'm saying? And the more you build up in this truth, the more you ask for faith, the more you ask for wisdom and whatnot and stuff, the Lord's going to put you through situations where those things will have to apply. You know what I'm saying? Where wisdom will have to meet you in every thought in order for you to use it and recognize it when it further when it comes when it actually when it comes down further down the line and stuff, and it actually appears on another level or the same level. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to recognize it, so you can be able to use righteous judgment, right? It says, "And reprove thy people." Why? Because we ain't the only ones that's looking for salvation. You know what I'm saying? We proving our people. We correcting them. We letting them know, like, hey, the way that you want to live and stuff is not the correct way to live. But hey, a better way to live is live the law, statutes, commandments, our heritage and stuff. Because in the end, what it's gonna bring for you, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna bring salvation, right? It says, comfort such as them as be in trouble, like the scripture says, strength of the feeble knees. It says, "And now renounce corruption." You know what I'm saying? Because corruption is not going to get you saved. It's going to be certain people and stuff who make it all the way to the end and stuff, and they have not renounced corruption, but in the end, they still going to get destroyed because they didn't renounce corruption. I'm talking about Israelites, man. You know. You got to leave all that off. The scripture says that the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, man. You know, and a lot of our people, they feel like, according to Ecclesiastes 8:11, it says, since the evil work is not executed speedily, therefore it's fully set in the hearts of men to do evil. So with that being the case, they think that it works for them, but really it's not. It's all it's doing is that it's bringing them more and more damnation, or a higher level of damnation to come towards them. You know what I'm saying? You know? So that's why it's best to renounce that and stuff and lean upon the wisdom, because the Lord said in Wisdom of Solomon, the 7th chapter, that he loveth none but those who dwell with wisdom. So if you're doing anything, if you're using any other type of intelligence outside of wisdom, according to how the Lord appointed, you know what I'm saying, you're going to be destroyed in the end, you know. And if you don't want that and stuff, you need to follow rules. Verse 14, it says, let go from deep mortal thoughts. You know, the things that's finna be heavy onto us and stuff. Who gonna betray you, or who's betraying you already and stuff, you know, or what I do if I'm in this situation or that situation. Well, guess what? The Lord said in Proverbs 3:5, trust in the Lord and lean not to thy own understanding, acknowledge the Lord in all thy ways and stuff. You know what I'm saying? When you in a certain situation, you need to ponder on, it's like, okay, I'm going through this, I'm going through that. What's the reason for it and stuff? Cause yourself to examine yourself and whatnot. And even if you can't still find out the answer and stuff, the thing is that you're going to cast all your burdens upon the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, you ain't going to be like, oh, I'm going to, make things happen and stuff, you know what I'm saying, within my power. Now I'm going to cast it upon the Lord and stuff and see what he does with it, right? So verse 14 again, it says, let go from thee mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature. And that weak nature is always leaning towards your flesh, which is actually cursing you, according to Jeremiah 17:5. It says, cursed be the man that trusteth the man and maketh flesh his arm. And a lot of our people do that. That's why they curse. But when it comes down to this scripture, it's like cast that off. You know what I'm saying? Put off that weak nature and stuff. You know, Jacob that worm, according to Isaiah 41:14. You know what I'm saying? You know, when it comes down to a worm is defenseless. He had 5 lives, he got 5 hearts and stuff, but all that can be driven away in one stump on, man. You know, so we the same way. We gotta lean upon the Lord instead of just leaning upon our own selves, right? You know, it's like, oh, I know this, I know how to do that, or I know how to recognize this. No, that's the Lord that's doing that. And that's why it goes back to the Proverbs 3:6 when it says, acknowledge the Lord in all thy ways, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's really the Lord that's doing this. You know what I'm saying? It's the Lord that's putting you through this test and stuff to apply, you know what I'm saying, what you have learned. You know what I'm saying? You know, remember the scripture says all things come from heaven, right? So it says, verse 15, it says, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy onto thee and stuff, you know, because guess what? We can't control our lives. There's no such thing as free will. You know what I'm saying? You know, we do this, we do that, but at the same time, all that's ordained by the Lord. The best thing we can do is sit up here and hope that whatever way that we move and stuff, that is for our benefit, and it's likened onto the ways of the Lord, man. You know, of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know, it says, and haste thee to flee from these times. It says, for yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. So it's finna get even worse. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a difference when it comes down to somebody that's just trying to finesse just so they can get over, or they need something right then and there, versus them finessing because they life depend upon it. That's when it gets real, real serious. And that's the times that we actually coming in, right? Verse 17, it says, for look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much the more shall uh, evils increase upon them that dwell therein. So, hey, everybody's going to be cutthroat when it comes down to Jacob's trouble, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, and we got to be on our P's and Q's, man. You know, hey, your family members going to be ready to take you down because they got some money that's presented to them and stuff from Esau, Edom and stuff, you know. Or you got other people that know you and stuff, and it's like, oh, we know that he be doing that Bible stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when they present with a certain amount of money and stuff, you know, hey, when it came down to Apostle Paul, he was talking about how he was in perils of robbers, he was in perils of the heathens, he was in perils of his own people and stuff. You know what I'm saying? We gonna suffer those same things, and they tell you that in John 15 and 20, that the servant is not greater than his Lord. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that whatever Yahweh Shai had went through, whatever the prophets of old went through, we're gonna go through the same. You know what I'm saying? Is it exactly the same? No, not necessarily and stuff, but it's gonna be most definitely similar. You know, and it says in Romans 15:4, it says things written aforetime was written for our learning. You know what I'm saying? You know, so we learn that aforetime for the things that it was happening unto the prophets that was righteous according to the Lord, who the Lord ordained to be prophets and knew he was going to save them in the end and stuff, that they was going to go through these certain different hardships and whatnot. And at the same time, look at when it came down to Jacob and Esau. You know, Jacob had, had to multiple times supplant Esau, had a big mother was like, yeah, you that dude, you this guy, you know what I'm saying, you better than me, you know, I'm punk ass nigga, like you gonna have to take the load. And that's what Jacob did and stuff, because Esau was looking to kill him. You know what I'm saying? You know, even though Esau gave up his birthright and whatnot and stuff, you know, but in his mind and stuff, he really felt like that he was being duped, you know what I'm saying, or taken advantage of, when he clearly just gave it away. But he ain't see that in his mind and stuff, and therefore he sought to take his own brother's life, man. You know? So hey, it's gonna be the same way in these times, man. You know, women gonna be used as advertisement, or certain women are gonna be used in a way to trap men up. You know what I'm saying? You know, they're gonna be seductive and whatnot, like in the movie Book of Eli and stuff, where you had the big busty woman, she was standing there, you know what I'm saying, hoping to get a man's hormones going and stuff, just so he could try to deal with it and stuff, and then next you know, get surrounded by 5 dudes. Hey, these times are coming, man. That's the reason why they make movies like that, because the times are coming like this, man. You know, and you're gonna have to be able to be strong in your mind and your lob. You know what I'm saying? You know, the Hebrew word for heart. You're going to have to be strong in your heart and stuff to be like, you know what? Nah, I ain't going to deal with this because something look iffy, versus somebody going to be like, man, I ain't had sex in a long time and stuff, man. You know, I'm finna go deal with this. And then next thing you know, you find yourself trapped up by other guys who might want to do whatever you wanted to do to her. They want to do it to you because they lost interest in her. You know what I'm saying? You know, or they want to eat you, or you know, you different meat from what they've been eating on all this time, man. You know, so it's gonna be real dangerous, and this is why we need to apply this wisdom. So this is Jeremiah chapter 9, starting at verse 1. It says, "Oh, that my head were waters, and my eyes a fountain of tears, that I might weep day and night for the slain of the daughter of my people." It says, "Oh, that I had in the wilderness a lodging place of wayfaring men." You know, wayfaring men is the word arach. It's the arach, mean traveling, right? It says that I might leave my people and go from them, for they be all adulterers, and assembly of treacherous men. You know, and it was the word treacherous, the word bagad, it's the ba, the god, and the da, bagad, which means to cover. It says to act covertly, pillage, deal deceitfully, treacherously, unfaithfully, offend, transgressor, depart, treacherous dealer, uh, treacherous man, unfaithful. You know, so pretty much they was guys that was on bullshit. And just because it says man, it's going to be women as well, because remember the scripture says in the book of Sirach, the 25th chapter, it says that wickedness is but little to a woman. You know what I'm saying? So she's going to lean upon that with no problem, you know. And I know it's a lot of women out there that don't like to hear that and stuff, but hey, that's what the Lord said that you all will do. You know what I'm saying? So when it come down to you men, hey, you got to be aware when it come down to women. Yeah, she probably got some box, and maybe the top all good and whatnot and stuff. She got a voluptuous body, but at the same time, you got a song that says, "Don't trust the big booty and the smile, man." You know, because she'll do you in. You know, let her get the opportunity. She'll do you in. Remember, she's a weaker vessel, so wickedness is gonna be the first thing she'll lean on, man. You know, and it's the same way with men, right? So I'm going to read again, verse 2. It says, "Oh, that I had in the wilderness a lodging place of wayfaring men, that I might leave my people and go from them, for they be all adulterers and assembly of treacherous men. You know what I'm saying? Bogus ass niggas. It says, verse 3, it says, and they bend their tongues like their bow for lies. It says, but they are not valiant for the truth upon the earth. Meaning they don't care for the truth, man. You know, the word valiant is the word gabar. Imagine that. It's the God of Ba and the Ra, gabar, which means to be strong, prevail, act insolently, exceed, confirm, pretty much to be a warrior. You know what I'm saying? They're not a warrior for the truth. They're not strong for the truth. You know what I'm saying? But they're strong for weakness. It says, for the truth upon the earth. It says, for they proceed from evil to evil, and they knew not, saith the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh. Verse 4, it says, take ye heed every one of his neighbor. And what's the neighbor? Another Israelite. It says, and trust ye not in any brother, for every brother will utterly supplant, and every neighbor will walk with slanders. You know what I'm saying? Now there's the thing. When it comes down to brethren who's looking for the kingdom and whatnot, the scripture also says to know your brother. You know what I'm saying? So if you know your brother and y'all know y'all agreed, you know what I'm saying, you know, and y'all want salvation and whatnot and stuff, guess what? Y'all gonna be protecting each other's backs. You know, you gonna be about that Ecclesiastes 4. You know what I'm saying? But if you had somebody that's trying to make it out when it comes down to this world, when it comes down to the evil ways of this current world and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And you trying to receive salvation and you hoping to do righteousness and whatnot and hope to be acceptable unto the Lord, to be written in the book of life, you're gonna have there's gonna be a contrariness between one another and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? So it can't be no trust. You know, and the same way, I'll read again, Jeremiah 9:4 says, take ye heed every one of his neighbor. Now, when it comes down to Esau, the scripture already said, trust not thy enemy, man. You know, your enemy wants you to fall. Your enemy doesn't want you to progress or get better, you know what I'm saying, or receive the kingdom, especially Esau. Esau don't want to go through no judgment. He don't want to get judged. You know what I'm saying? That's why he doing all that he can and stuff, and to use 2/3 of our own people and stuff to sit up here and come up against us and bring these different lies and whatnot, and to pray and hope that these bad things happen to us and stuff. And all he want to do is just keep you in captivity. You know, our people are dumb. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it, but our people are literally dumb, man. You know, they helping out the enemy, keep them in the state that they are. You know what I'm saying? And our people are already conflicted. They already afflicted. They already hurting and whatnot and stuff. And the main one that you trying to help to keep the men of the Lord down is the one that's hurting you, man. You know, you know, we trying to free you from it and stuff, but you don't want to be freed. You know, so we know that you're gonna come against us. It says, take ye heed every one of his neighbor, which means another Israelite. It says, and trust ye not in any brother, for every brother will utterly supplant, and every neighbor will walk with slanders. Verse 5, it says, and they will deceive every one his neighbor, and would not speak the truth. And people do it already and stuff, you know. You get that old saying from when you was a child and stuff, if I'm lying, I'm dying. Since they ain't died right then and there, they gonna keep lying, you know. You know, these people they dwell upon their own belly, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, they care for themselves. You know, they can sit up here and say that they love this. You know what I'm saying? You know, that they cherish this and they cherish that and stuff. But all they really do is just be a bunch of words, man. Because in the end, who they really trying to look out for? Themselves. You know. Now, if there's somebody on the if there's somebody on the that's trying to receive the same thing that they trying to receive, and they can both get their own, you know what I'm saying, that's a different story. But you ain't gonna find that unless it's within the truth, because somebody that's outside the truth and whatnot, they're gonna be greedy of gain. They're gonna be like, oh, I can get more if I do this motherfucker over and stuff, and then I can get his portion and I can get my own portion. And that's how people are in this world. So they gonna be coming crafty, man. They gonna be coming cunning and stuff. They gonna come just like the serpent that deceived Eve, man. You know, and this is what our people gonna do with stuff. Look how they cherish it and stuff. They in the music you see how it's like I finesse this and I finesse that and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it be done in an unrighteous way. You know what I'm saying? And they glorify it. That's why it says in Ecclesiastes 10:6 it says that that the knowledge of folly is you know what? It's like I don't wanna butcher it. Ecclesiastes 10:6, it says, folly is set in great dignity and the rich sit in low place. You know what I'm saying? And folly going to foolishness and stuff. And our people highly extound folly, man. They highly extound foolishness and stuff, man. Our people would sit up here just so they can make it. They'll discard all the relationships that they ever had. You know what I'm saying? And be some lonely rich motherfucker and stuff who just sad at heart, man. You know? You're around other people and stuff that's just like you and stuff, and you know you can't trust them because they cutthroat just like you. So you never actually achieve any type of happiness, man. You know. So it says, verse 5 again, it says, Jeremiah 9:5, it says, and they will deceive every one his neighbor and would not speak the truth. They had taught their tongue to speak lies and wearied themselves to commit iniquity and stuff, man. And what is iniquity? It's the word Iwan. It's the I, the Y, and the Na. Well, it says Iwan, but it's Iwan. It says to crook. You know, you crooked. It says to do amiss. Amiss means to go the wrong way, to bow down, make crooked, commit iniquity, pervert. Oh, see? So you all are real perverts, man. The real perverts are those who don't want to follow the law, statute, commandments, who don't want peace amongst their brethren, who want to continue to follow in these wicked ways of this world and stuff, or who want to continue to follow these different religions and whatnot. You know, you all are really the pervert. You know, verse 6. It says, thine habitation is in the midst of deceit. It says, through deceit they refuse to know me, saith the Lord Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? And by the fact that you want to do these wicked ways and whatnot, it shows that you don't want to know the Lord. You don't want to come close to the Lord and stuff. That's why you do stuff against the men of the Lord who's actually preaching the word. Why it's in secret or in their face. That's why you do these things and stuff, because you don't know the Lord and you ain't trying to know the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You know, you wanna cleave on to what you think of the Lord instead of actually finding out how the Lord actually is and going about that. Because more than likely through your spirit, you know He's you're gonna find a disagreement based off what you want to believe in the Lord and how the Lord is going to be and stuff versus what He actually is, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that's scary, man. You know, it shows that you would choose to be in denial instead of knowing the truth. You know, you'd rather be deceived. You know, and the scripture says in Job 16 and 12, or 12 and 16, it says that both the deceived and the deceiver are his. So while you over there trying to think you deceiving and stuff, you actually deceived already, man. You know, trying to play your little games, man. So this is Ephesians chapter 4 verse 14, and it says that we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro and carried about with every wind of doctrine. You know what I'm saying? And what is doctrine? Instructions. You know what I'm saying? You know? So what's going to happen? Our people are going to sit up here and be like, well, if you do this and do that and stuff, then I'll do that and I'll do this. And then it'd be a whole trick and whatnot. But hey, if the Lord is with you and He's dealing with you and stuff, you're going to see that something is off about the person. You're going to be like, nah, I ain't going to deal with that and stuff. You know, they might even try to finesse it even harder and stuff, or try to continue on the conversation, you know what I'm saying, and stuff. But at the same time, if you're not going for it and stuff, you ain't gonna go for it, you know. But when it come down to like the brother was talking about in the sit down, he was saying when it come down to children need to be watched. You know what I'm saying? So children can easily be deceived. So if there's something that you're not aware of or not fond of or you're not used to and stuff, you know what I'm saying? That's where somebody can actually catch you, unless the Lord just put the spirit upon you and stuff, be like, it's just too iffy, so I'm not finna go for it, right? So I read again, it's Ephesians 4:14, it says that we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro, you know what I'm saying, and carried about with every wind of doctrine. And doctrine means instruction. It says by the sleight of men. It says in cunning craftiness, whereby they lie in wait to deceive. You know what I'm saying? You know, and when you go into the words sleep, it's the word well, I don't know the word, but it says a cube that is die for playing, gambling. It says fraud. You know what I'm saying? Like how them guys and stuff, they had a 3 cups and whatnot, and they have a little thing in a cup, and they know how to do it. They know how to move the cups around so fast and stuff, where they can cheat, where you could pick any of the 3 of the cups and stuff, and the little rock or the pebble wouldn't be there and stuff, so you can get your game. He just slipped it through, and slipped it somewhere else and stuff, right in front of your face, and you couldn't see it. And it says in cunning craftiness, right? Craftiness. It says a droughtness that is in a bad sense. It says trickery or sophistry, cunning, craftiness, subtle. And ain't that's how Satan try to get you, you know? Which I want to grab that right quick, because it's really Satan or these demons that's going to be upon these people and stuff in order for them to do that, right? So this is Ephesians. There's Ephesians 6:10. It says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. It says, put on the whole armor of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. And when you go into that word wiles, the word wiles is it says method. It says travailing over, that is travesty. It says wow, lie in wait, trickery. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Satan's gonna be doing. He's gonna be on these people to try you. You know what I'm saying? Because Satan knows who you are. Satan knows if you in this truth. Satan knows if you trying to work out your salvation with fear and trembling. You know what I'm saying? He knows that and stuff. And what his job is to persuade you to go another way, to make your life so hard and stuff where you just want to give up. You know what I'm saying? That's his persuasion right there, man. And the thing is that the more you fight against Satan and stuff, the more he's gonna try to come up against you, man. And here's a clear example. This is Matthew chapter 4, verse 1. It says, then was Yahushua led up of the spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. Now, when you go into that word tempted, is to test. That is endeavor. It says scrutinize, entice, discipline, not really, but entice. It's just assay, examine, go about, prove, tempt. And when you tempt and stuff, you got you're in a situation where you got to make a choice between options. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Satan is trying to do. And this is what he's trying to do when it came down to Yahushua. Verse 2, it says, and when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward a hunger. So he come when you weak. You know what I'm saying? He come when you thirsty. You know what I'm saying? Right? And then if somebody recognize that you need something and stuff, what are they gonna do? They're gonna come to you, be like, oh, my brother, is this what you need, or are you looking for this? You know what I'm saying? They see that you in a thirst or a strong need or something and stuff. That's how they're gonna come with a bargain. But if they trying to get more, they not even trying to help, they're gonna try to supplant you. Or finesse. So verse 3, it says, and when the tempter came to him, he said, if thou be the Son of the Most High, command that these stones be made bread. It says, verse 4, but he answered and said, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of the Most High. In verse 5, it says, then the devil taketh him up into the holy city. It says, and setteth him on a pinnacle of the temple, and saith unto him, if thou be the son of the Most High, cast thyself down, for it is written, he shall give his angels charge concerning thee, and in their hands they shall bear thee up, lest at any time thou dash thy foot against a stone. So Satan was trying to finesse Yahweh Shai into doing something that was unnecessary, man. Just to prove that he was the son of Yahweh, man. Verse 7, it says, Yahweh Shai said unto him, it is written again, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy power. Because we understand that the Lord provides for us and he protects us and stuff, but at the same time, we're not going to do anything stupid, you know what I'm saying, just to cause him to, because for an example, there was one brother who no longer with us. He's actually the one he's the one who brought me into the truth. You know what I'm saying? Or I, learned of the truth through him. And he's not with us no more. But pretty much what happened is that he, for a testimony that he had, he pretty much asked the Lord. He said, if the Lord is really with him, you know what I'm saying, then the Lord is gonna protect him as he crossed the street with his eyes closed. And yes, he went across the street, but he's no longer with us, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the world choked the word out of him. You know what I'm saying? So Satan got him, and persuaded him to leave. And through the Spirit, I think I seen him a couple of days ago. You know what I'm saying? With dreads on the motorcycle, if that was him. You know what I'm saying? But I'll just keep going. This is Matthew 4:7. It says, Yahweh Shai said unto him, it is written again, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy power. And he tempted the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Look where he at now. He's no longer in the truth, nor is he even doing any videos. Verse 8, it says, again, the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain, and sheweth him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of them. Verse 9, it says, and saith unto him, all these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me. So there you go. Satan came to Yahweh Shai with carnal things, with tangible things and stuff. I give you all these things and stuff. All you got to do is worship me. And that's what Esau Edom does when it comes down to anybody who's willing to take in on his contracts, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I give you this, I give you that. You're going to have this. Your family going to be all good and stuff. All you got to do is denounce the Lord and stuff and follow me. That's all he's doing, man. And that's his finesse, That's his way of finessing you, man. Finessing you out of the salvation of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai. That's why he wants the elect so much. That's why he'll ruin your life to the best of his ability and stuff, just to cause you to sell out or punk out and come back to him. You know what I'm saying? But the elect are not going to do that. He'll even set you up to make you seem like that you did so. You know what I'm saying? Just so other believers and stuff can look at you a certain type of way and try to fuck you up too. But hey, if that's part of your lot, just deal with it and stuff, because it shows that you're a great person, you're a great man. So verse 9, it says, and saith unto him, all these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me. Verse 10, it says, then saith Yahweh Shai unto him, get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, thou shalt worship the Lord thy power, and him only shalt thou serve. It says, then the devil leaveth him, and behold, angels came and ministered unto him. And you see how Satan, tried like 3 times and stuff just to get him, right? You know what I'm saying? Guess what? Satan's going to be on these people just to do the same thing. It's like, oh, he ain't falling for this. Well, what if I entice him with this? Or what if I entice him with that and stuff? What if I scare him with this? What if I scare him with that? Would he still go? Would he still fold? You know what I'm saying? And if you don't and stuff, then eventually down the line, they're going to have to leave you alone, man. Eventually down the line, they're going to have to leave you alone, So this is my last scripture. This is Psalms chapter 55, verse 18. It says, he had delivered my soul in peace from the battle that was against me, for there were many with me. It says, the Most High shall hear and afflict them, even he that abideth of old. Salah. because they have no changes, therefore they fear not the Most High. And our people don't fear the Most High. That's why they do the things that they doing. That's why it says in Ecclesiastes 8:11, it says, since the evil work is not executed speedily, therefore is set in the hearts of men to do evil, and fully set in the hearts of men to do evil. And the reason is because they're not getting smitten down and stuff. It'll be a difference if somebody gets smitten down and stuff after they just committed adultery, or they just lied on somebody and stuff, or bear false witness and stuff. People will really be checking themselves, but since the Lord is not doing that and stuff, it exceeds. You know what I'm saying, right? So they don't fear the Lord and stuff, right? Verse 20, it says, he had put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He had broken his covenant. Now, this is talking about Esau when he came against Abel. You know what I'm saying? When he was Cain and came against Abel, and then also when he was Jacob and came against Esau. I mean, when Esau came against Jacob, man, you know. It says he had put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. It says he had broken his covenant. And guess what? Our own brethren and stuff. You got other Israelites that do this as well and stuff. They they disagree with the knowledge of the Lord and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, well, if the Lord is really with you and stuff, then let's see. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna see if he's actually with you and whatnot and stuff. And the more they afflict us over and over again and stuff, they gonna think that the Lord is not with us, but at the same time, that shows that we blessed. Because here we are, blameless souls, not doing anything to your life, but for the fact that we bring out this truth and you disagree with it, you want to afflict our souls. So guess what? We're blessed. You know what I'm saying? Your ideals of what blessed is not the same ideals of what's blessed when it comes down to the Lord, man. You know, especially when it involves being in His truth. You know, it says, verse 21, it says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart, you know, and war is in the heart of Esau, man. You know what I'm saying? It says in Ezekiel 35:5 that he has a perpetual hatred against us, meaning that it ain't never going away. So he's going to come up to you nice and everything and stuff, but at the same time, he'll sell you out quicker than he'll sell you out real quick, man. You know, you know. He'll get your family to turn against you. He'll get your friends to turn against you and stuff if they got the right price for it. You know what I'm saying? He has to come with some type of motivation to cause your family members or your friends or even certain ones that you walking with and stuff to come against you, man. You know? It says his words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords, because in the end, all he want to do is take us down. And guess what? Our people fall underneath his same stead. It says in John 8:44, ye of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye shall do. So they looking at Esau having all this power and stuff, and they want the same power as Esau. So anybody that's coming up against Esau, guess what Jake is going to do? That's trying to fall underneath that same power program, power plan and stuff. They're gonna try to take us down as well. It's like, you know, they pretty much Samuel Jackson in the movie Django and stuff, so they can keep their benefits and keep they rights and be able to do this and do that and stuff. They'll tear down anybody that comes against that, man. You know, even if the way that they doing it is wrong, they'll tear down anybody they can to come against it, man. You know, so you know, this is just a quick little lesson. You know, I'll finish it off. It says, verse 22, it says, cast thy burden upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee. Meaning that he's going to, for all these different trials and tribulations and these great betrayals and stuff that's well on its way, you know what I'm saying, if they didn't happen already and stuff, he's going to put in our spirits to be able to still be supported, man. You know, to be able to just deal with it, like the brother Yashawamba had said in his video. You know what I'm saying? It says he shall never suffer the righteous to be moved. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes down to the elect, no matter if you don't want them to be party elect and stuff, or you hope that they not party elect, they're not going to be moved, man. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because they fully persuaded in their own minds and stuff that this is the truth. And for the fact that these things are happening and stuff is a testimony that, hey, we're doing the right things. You know what I'm saying? Verse 23, it says, but, O power, it says, shall bring them down into the pit of destruction. So this is the backburning and stuff for the ones that afflict us. It says, bloody and deceitful men shall not live out half their days, but I would trust in thee. So, hey, guess what? You all coming against us, you know, you think we insignificant, you think we a bunch of lames. The Lord's allowing you to do all this messed up and fucked up ass shit against us and whatnot. That's just so he can have a reason to be like, no, see, you did this, now I'm going to destroy you because of this. You know what I'm saying? You know, you thought that this was the right thing and stuff, but I told you through the man that you was afflicting and stuff that it wasn't the right thing to do. But yet you thought in your mind that it was the right thing to do. So therefore, you have to die for this, because this is what you're going to have to be held accountable, because it was your spirit that did this, you know? And it says, what was the end? It says, but I will, it says, but I will trust in thee. And like Job said, he said, even though he slay me, yet would I keep my integrity and keep my integrity and stuff. So therefore, even though the Lord put us through all these different things, even if it is death, the thing is that we'd rather put our trust in the Lord, because we know that he the Father of spirits and he controls all things. It's better to be on his side and stuff than to be an enemy against him. So I hope this video was edifying. I like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua HaRakakadash. Double honor to apostles of great millstone, and salutations to the elect, which we hope to be. Shalom wa Ba.